This is Hard Facts, where we separate truth and fiction. We're passionate about the hard-hitting stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. Are you tired of all the noise and speculation in the news? On Hard Facts, we cut through the clutter and get straight to the truth.
If only Fubra has been aware of the Google trap, he would have understood in democracy there are bases for everybody to do accordingly.
Join us as we bring you the stories that matter. We go beyond the headlines to uncover the real facts and the core of every story.
We are doing this, we are doing that. At the end of the day, nothing good will come out. What did they promise us? They will be in charge of security and life and whatever. But what are we getting in return?
With in-depth analysis and expert interviews, Hard Facts delivers the truth that others dare not to reveal. Tune into Hard Facts every weekday, 3 to 6 p.m. and arm yourself with the knowledge you need to navigate today's complex world. Hard Facts, where the truth always prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, quite sunny and beautiful. At first, it seemed like it was going to be a rainy day, and I was a little worried about what I was going to wear because I'm vain. But then the sun came out and everything's all fine and dandy. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope that you're able to make it through today, and I hope that you're able to get something to eat and just, not allow the problems of Nigeria to weigh you down, because you know what? We've all got to make it through today. Hey, welcome to Hard Facts. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, and we're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in the Itumian Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. And my name is Maryann Okon. Welcome, Lagos. Now, every Wednesday, we, of course, go to the market, whether it be on Broad Street or it be on Balogun. But today, we're going to do a little reshuffling of Balogun Broad because my guest is stuck at the airport. I'll tell you why on the 3 o'clock hour, because on the Big Three, we hear that there's flight shortage somewhat, and people are stuck at the airport. Since yesterday, apparently, people have not been able to get flights to where they're going. My goodness. And so my guest, who's supposed to be here he's the guy in charge of the presidential initiative on CNG. He's stuck at the airport in Abuja and cannot be here in Lagos. Well, we're hoping that we can get him via telephone, maybe on the 4 o'clock hour. We'll keep our fingers crossed to get him, or else we'll get him on the 5 o'clock hour again on Balogun Broad. But then there's a story I want to share with you, a finding that a report that was done by TVC here in Lagos about organs being sold, people being killed just to harvest their organs. It's one of the most horrendous stories I've heard. But the person telling the story has no remorse, no emotions, nothing. And that's going to be our second conversation for today. But first, welcome to the Big Three. Let's look at the big stories that are trending today. I've added one more story, so it's more than three.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
.3 Nigeria Info Lagos. Let's get into the big stories for today. Topping those stories, ladies and gentlemen, is the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, my boss. Well, he's insisting that Lagos is ready to establish a medical university. Well, in January, Mr. Sanwo-Olu announced plans to establish a University of Health and Medical Sciences before the end of 2024 as part of efforts to tackle the brain drain in the health sector. Well, the Lagos State government confirmed that the process to establish this medical university is already at its final stage. It implies that the existing Lagos State University College of Medicine, Ikeja, may soon assume the status of a full-fledged university to be known as Lagos State University of Health and Medical Sciences. Is that what you need, Lagos? Also, a big story today. We hear, and I think this is something that Nigerians will be really interested in because of some of the rhetorics we've heard coming from the floor of our National Assembly. Well, the Daily Trust newspaper here says, let me start with the reason why my guest is not able to make it here. Passengers have been stranded as airlines cut domestic flights. This is from the Daily Trust newspaper. The shortage of aircraft in the domestic airline market has worsened, limiting available flights for passengers finding their way to wherever they're going. So many passengers were stranded across the country yesterday as they could not secure flights to their different destinations. The business routes, Lagos and Abuja, Lagos, were hugely impacted, and many passengers could not secure seats as of 4 p.m. yesterday, and it continues today. Checks by the Daily Trust newspaper correspondent on the airlines indicated that one of them had seats, or none of them actually had seats on any of the Lagos-Abuja flights. For instance, a check on Max Air flight slated for 6 p.m. indicated that the seats were fully booked. However, it was later gathered that the flight did not even operate. Also, Air Peace flights for 6:30 p.m. and 8:30 p.m. yesterday showed that they were fully booked but did not operate as indicated, even though they indicated that there were no seats. An airline operator who spoke to Daily Trust newspaper yesterday attributed the challenge to capacity constraints being faced by the airlines. He says there is a shortage of capacity and many people are traveling, the operator said. Another operator who spoke with Daily Trust on condition of anonymity said, and I quote, "What I can tell you is that most of the airlines have capacity issues and they have also reduced their operations, cutting down drastically to avoid issues. So airlines are being careful not to leave schedules open when they know that they're not going to be able to operate it." I was just thinking to myself that, is this the average Nigerian's problems? The average Nigerian's problem? Because it sounds like it's elitist or middle class, Those are the people who can afford to fly. There are people who have real world problems, like not being able to buy food, not being able to pay their rents. Some have lost their jobs in the past 2 weeks, and they're wondering how they're going to make it in this paying economy. It's terrible. But hey, I don't know what you think about that. But it has affected my guest for today. And so he might be just doing this interview from an airport, unfortunately. Well, let's move away from that. Marketers are planning to import petrol to bridge shortfall. Remember we had the Ipman president on Kofi's show, and then after a while he disappeared. I had two Ipman representatives who also dodged being interviewed. Now they're telling us that they're going to be lifting petrol from outside of the country, something that we were hoping will become a thing of the past, after they made so much noise about the fact that, Dangote has the capacity and then it will make the market a free one. Let us go and buy from Dangote directly. Now we're hearing from the Punch newspaper that the volume of petrol, popularly called premium motor spirit, produced by Dangote Petroleum Refinery is currently not enough to meet domestic demands. Genge. Based on this, dealers are to import the commodity to augment the supply from the $20 billion Lekki-based plant. The marketers have stated this yesterday. Now, they have aligned with the Trade Union Congress to demand that the refinery ramp up its production, as some allege that the plant was producing about 10 million litres of petrol per day against the 25 million litres per day that it earlier promised to produce. Two questions. How much petrol do we consume as a country till today? The NNPC is unable to tell us how much petrol that we consume in a day, so that we can actually say, okay, if Dangote is giving us 10 million, And then we have from, let's say from the artisanal refineries, they can give us, let's say 5 million. Then we can decide, okay, this is how much we need per day, and plan. I really don't know. Is it rocket science? Is it really that hard? And that's why I'm asking the question. If you're joining us, we're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also on YouTube. Will we ever really know the true picture of what's going on in our petroleum sector? Can we ever really, as a country, will we ever, because we're in 2024 and we're still going around in circles, will we ever be able to unveil the things that really happen in the petroleum sector? Will we ever be able to? The phone lines are open, 0201 2770993 if you're a male. For the ladies, 0201 465 7190. You could join the conversation on Twitter. Use the hashtag HardFacts. On YouTube and Facebook, we're live. You can post your comments. On WhatsApp, it's 080959 Another story here. My last story, actually. Nigerian lawmakers allow the use of hard drugs in their homes. And this is coming from a senator. The Kano senator, a lawmaker, has accused his colleagues of allowing the use of hard drugs in areas they have control over, such as their homes and offices. Kano South Senator Kawu Smaila said the allegation, made the allegation during plenary on Tuesday while contributing to a bill to establish National Institute for Drug Awareness and Rehabilitation. He said, as I'm speaking now, most of our offices in our constituencies, most of our political offices in our constituencies, most of our houses, when you go there, you will find that there is a mountain of drugs. There are drug dealers in our offices and in our houses, even in our homes, he said. Have we come to the point where we can actually begin to, push for some sort of drug test for every public office holder and public servants? That way we can tell that the people who are leading us are clear-headed and not induced by anything again. Because the kind of the rhetorics and some of the things that they come up with, maybe we should we? I don't know. Have we come to a point where we can actually push for that to happen? Join the conversation. The phone lines are open now. 0201 277 0993 if you're a male. For the ladies, 0201 465 7190. This is Hard Facts. You have 60 seconds. Go straight to the point. Is a drug test imminent now for our public office holders, whether you be a senator, a House of Rep member, a State House of Assembly member, a governor? If you must hold public office, must we emphasize that you take a drug test? And how can we ensure that that process is a smooth process, that someone will not give another person to pee? Because, of course, we also know the rots that we have in our system. Can we make sure that that happens? Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon. My name is Anaya. You can call it from Ejibo.
Hi, Anaya. Go ahead.
Good. The issue of a shortage of flight, is it our problem now?
Well, I'm asking you, is this
how does it affect the hunger, the children in the street that are hungry? Maryann, we are hungry. We are hungry. All these things they are saying, they are mocking us. We are hungry. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Anaya. It's I think everyone seems to be on that table. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
It is well in Jesus' name.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing?
I'm good.
See, it's obvious these so-called politicians we have, they are visionless. So I think this hard drugs test should be done, because when they open their mouth to just speak, you ask yourself, are they really in their right senses? But I don't trust the system, because the same person that will be checking them should not even come from their clique or band. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I will get a good assessment. Anything can be manipulated.
Yeah, but whether it comes from their clique or not, what the thing is, how can we make sure that that process is credible?
We are saying the same thing now. Person like you and like me, I you contest them, because they go carry their clique and band, they go stick for jam. Everything is just boiled down to corruption. So, but for real, honestly, you ask yourself, because of their lack of vision, of mission, you ask yourself, are these people really thinking licenses before they open their book or something? You don't think about the masses you're leading. You don't even have empathy for them. You just go out there and turn out policies and reforms that are not even reforming the people. So that is what you ask yourself. Are these people even thinking at all? So people with drugs on the side, they are what you want me to turn out? empty vessels make the loudest noise, Maryann.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Welcome to Hard Facts. What's your name? Where are you calling from? So do call us back if that was you. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Robert.
Go ahead, Robert.
Maryann, the corruption going on in NNPC, and this so-called media hitman, or what do they call their name? It will be very hard for our refinery to work. That is the truth. I'm seeing the miracle. The president that will rule Nigeria, that we hope that we have that boldness to build a refinery here, that we wash his hands from corruption, that we have the boldness to fight these people that are killing this country in the name of importing fuel. Honestly, I'm looking forward to that leader. That is why they are making sure that this Dangote refinery don't work optimally. Honestly, that is just the reason. Because, this dollar something that they are making in the exchange rate has really sweet the amount, just like sugar. To remove it is very, very difficult.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rob, for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio.
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for picking my call. My name is Thomas. I'm calling from Koyi.
All right, Thomas, go ahead, please.
Yeah. In fact, it's not easy at all. The kind of hunger that is in my stomach right now. I'm working. I'm a driver in a bank.
Wow.
It's not easy, honestly.
How much are you paying? How much are you paying to work now? Because I know there's been a slight change, if not very. I'm suffering too. How much are you paying now from what you used to pay before to work?
Now, I think total amount I normally pay is 2,000 naira.
Wow. From what?
Yes.
What were you paying before? From what were you paying before?
I was paying, I think, 1,500 or 1,000 then.
Wow.
Yes. Then as for the
conversation, more right after this. This November, prepare for an epic clash of intellects. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition is back. November the 11th, 2024. 32 of Lagos's brightest secondary school students will step up to the mic, where words become weapons and ideas ignite battles. From Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m., they'll face off in fierce debates with only one goal: to be crowned the I Beg to Differ champion. Every round is a fight for glory, where one brilliant mind will rise above the rest. Who will be crowned the champion of thought? The ultimate showdown about to begin. I Beg to Differ Secondary School Debate Competition Season 8 commences Monday, November the 11th at 4 p.m. For sponsorship, please call or WhatsApp 0805-581-5844. Beg to Differ is proudly supported by Card Center Nigeria Limited, Obi Wizzy, and Lucas Green Fashion House. It's Customers Week, and here at Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio, we want to appreciate our reputable clients for your constant and continuous patronage. PhD, All Seasons Zenith, Media Reach, Media Perspective, Media Fuse, Scout Media, Nitro 121, Acuity, Brands Yard, Algorithm, Intensity, SBI Media, Media 100, Globacom, Brand Eye, Maximia, Media Seal, Universal Macan,
and many others. We want to thank you for your patronage and assure you of our continuous outstanding service delivery as always, and also offer you more packages to serve you better.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and story, and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 9.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. It's still Hard Facts. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the nation's number one news and sports radio station. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios in Maryann Crescent, Island, Lagos. If you are listening to this, not this, you're big mistake. Now, welcome to the Big We. We bring you all the big stories that are making their debut on the pages of our national newspapers. Of course, the stories that you're all discussing on social media, making it a trending story. And of course, the stories that we are making news here in our bulletins on the station. My name is Maryann Okon. Welcome. And if you're listening to us from outside of the country, you could join the conversation via Skype. We are Nigeria Info FM. Or better, so you could join the conversation on Facebook and YouTube. We are live, Nigeria Info FM. Post your comments on the live stream and would like to hear from you. We're looking at the big stories for today, of course. First things first, Lagos State is saying that they will go on, in fact, to put together the Lagos Medical University. And I'm asking you, is that what you need? Oil marketers are planning to import petrol to bridge the shortfall because they're alleging that Dangote is not able to actually, give them enough petrol to supply everyone in the market. And there's so many questions that are begging for answers. Do we know how much we consume per day in this country? Do we not know it? Okay. And of course, passengers are stranded at airports because there's a shortage of flight operations. Yes. And finally, is it time for us to, drug tests for all public office holders? Can we make it a must? What will it change? 0201 277 0993. If you're a man, 0201 277 0993. Or you can join the conversation as a lady, 0201 465 7190. That's 0201 465 7190. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Maryann, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, Peter Monse is my name.
Peter, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Maryann, the drug test that we need is for all politicians. For me, I'm looking at it that, but those in the National Assembly, how can you have a senator standing up to say all of us are dealing with drugs? Go to our offices, you see mountains of drugs. And you think that person is saying from the normal head? How can you have a sitting governor telling you that this is my former governor, my ex-governor, is hobnobbing with the bandits, with terrorists, he supported them? How can you have a minister that will be telling you that, no, they say you are somebody who supports bandits? They say, no, I was only supporting them when I was in my mother's womb. Now I'm not doing it again. This was not supposed to be tested. And for Governor Sanwo-Olu, as he finished Fourth Mainland Bridge that he wants, I beg you see these people. For NMPCO, everything in Nigeria is shrouded in secrecy. Even their certificate, secret. Their age, secret.
Okay,
from president
thank you.
Down. Where do we go from here? That's the question all Nigerians should ask ourselves.
Thank you very much, Peter, for calling. I do appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Maryann, this is Happiness from Ikorodu.
Happiness. Are you going to make us happy?
Maryann, you see those politicians, you see that test. Let's make it compulsory for them. Very compulsory. Even while they are still in office, they still need that test because the kind of things they come up with is alarming. You understand? You begin to ask yourself if these people are really living with us or they're in another earth entirely. Maryann, they need the test.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay. All right.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you very much. You too. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Prince Y. Calling you from Borofre.
Okay. Prince Wires, I don't know where you are, but your line is doing up and down like this. I hope we can hear you. But go ahead. Let's see if we can hear you.
Okay. See, the red line I want to talk about. The university our governor wants to establish is where we have the resources. I want Lagos is taking the front page.
Well, we already have a College of Sciences in the university. What's the essence of trying to change it to a medical university? I'm in love
with it too. For me, I love it.
Okay.
They have to spend money to make sure we have to qualify people as a doctor.
Oh, so you're saying that the Lagos State University is not churning out qualified people? Is that what you're insinuating?
Okay. But if the donor can do it for me, I love it. And I want it to happen. Spend money for education. No amount of money for higher institutions. If you do, even
Okay.
apply for primary,
All right.
amount of money that's too much to do this, and I want this thing
All
to
right.
happen in Lagos.
Thank
the red
you.
light that's working now, Maryann.
Thank you. We need to go. Your time is up. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Joy from Eba.
Hi, Joy. Go ahead, please.
Please, this drug of issue is what I want to discuss.
Go ahead.
It's getting out of hand. Oh. Look, if you see around, go around the street, every corner, small boys. And they have agents. It was not like this before. The thing is spreading every day, every blessed day. It's a problem to this our country. And you see young boys and girls, you see the way they are behaving. They are not behaving like human beings. You see girls, see small short knicker they are putting on as if they are wearing pants. And our lawmakers, these are the things they're supposed to talk. They will not say it. It's something that is not, we don't need. That is what they will be discussing.
Okay.
How can we?
All right.
Well, this is an issue. Let them talk about it. Please.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I have to let you go because of time. Igwe Victor is calling us from Lagos. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. Morning.
Hey, well done. How you day?
I'm fine. How are you doing, my sister?
Great.
Yeah, Maryann. See, if we are discussing about subjecting these people to drug tests, I think we need
making it compulsory. If you want to run for office or you are in office, you must take that test at every maybe 6 months interval just to be sure. You know, just like when you work in an office, in certain offices we do drug tests just to be sure that you're not operating under the influence.
Exactly. It's supposed to be a thing of necessity and under compulsion. But somebody asks you a question, who will it? Who will allow happen? Because it's not only drug. These people need mental evaluation because they need psychiatric tests that they're supposed to submit. If you look at the actions of these people, the way they loot the money, you will know that these people loot what they cannot finish. The 10th generation of their lineage cannot finish what they are looting. Yet, they still supervise people go under penury and hunger. So they need, it needs to be added. I mean, psychiatric test
evaluation.
Need to be added. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Gray, for calling. I want to play a video of a former minister of police affairs who was speaking today on television. I want to play the audio about the situation of things, the economy, the priority of our politicians, as opposed to what should be helping us. I want to just quickly play, take a listen. After that, I'll go to the social media to take all your messages on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and on YouTube, and on X. Here's former Minister of Police Affairs. Take a listen to what he had to say. Just pay close attention. Don't be emotional about it. I always beg us not to be emotional about these things. Try as much as possible to listen to the words that are coming out of his mouth.
They are domiciled more in the finance sectors. And these finance sectors have no relationship with the real sectors that you could classify as the areas of growth. What are these real sectors? Agriculture, industry. They have said that industry is growing. I don't see the industries that are growing. You and I are here.
Marginally, but not as expected.
I don't see the industries that are growing because when there is growth, the effect will be felt by the populace. But what we have today is hardship remarks.
What do you think is the missing link?
Missing link is that we have imported policies from outside our needed areas.
Imported?
I think so. We seem to be implementing policies that are just thrown at us. If you read the papers from time to time, you hear the World Bank reeling out needs for intervention, need for this, need for that. All these so-called deregulation that we are going through. No nation does those things because it comes at a cost. It comes at a very serious cost to the citizens. And that's why we are having spiral inflation. I saw in The Guardian this morning, Guardian or Independent, that you put forward in your prologues. Inflation at 32-point-something%. Who survives that? And you say there is growth? Growth should match it if there is growth. In terms of this policy, so that you can nil out the figures. Yeah. In terms of these policies that you refer to, while you were in government, you can't tell us the same thing didn't happen. Implementing those policies. No, we didn't have such. We had a very stable system that people could project. We had a very stable system that you will know for the entire period that PDP was in government in this country. We had stability in prices. Yeah, but you implemented. We had stability in prices. There was growth in agriculture. Yeah, but you can't claim there was growth in the industrial sector. You can't claim the government did not implement any international development partner policy. No, we didn't have dictations from international development partners. I can tell you that. We didn't have those dictations. And that was why you had a robust economy. You had industries that were functioning well. Today, industries are closing up. Industries are leaving this country. Are you not aware of the divestment going on?
Yeah, but industries have been closed.
You're not aware? 0201-0993-145. Speaking back country. Hello. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Seth from journalist.
Go ahead.
Right. Not only our politicians that need the mental and welfare protest. Some of us are like right from our mouth.
It's not your place to tell people how to speak or what position or what side of the divide they should take.
But
I'm so sorry. The conversation is not about the colors, and please do not insult the sensibilities of the colors. They have a right to their opinion.
I'm not calling anybody's name.
Yeah, but the colors have a right. I help you here. Everybody has a right to their opinion. They don't have to agree with you.
To the detriment of the unborn Nigerians.
Oh my goodness.
Whereby you
do not necessarily have to agree with them. Neither do they have to agree with you. But you cannot tell them that they need mental. Okay, you know what? You cannot also say they need mental evaluation. No, sir.
Backing a man who's supposed to be a grandfather for talking with activities of his mouth, telling people to do some people who are carrying plates in their hand, going to different radio stations to care for Nigerians. The excess of this is what they're using to
okay, again, I'm just going to let you go. I'm going to let you go because you're not understanding me. I'm not saying that people have problems. But you're on the radio and saying all those people that have been calling supporting governments need mental evaluation. No, sir. No. Because everyone has water. You might be also on the wrong side of whatever conversation it is tomorrow. I don't see people calling you to say that you need mental evaluation, and that's not the conversation, so please, beat it. Hello.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I can hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Solomon. I called from Bagaya.
Go ahead.
At the lab, at the Sidanso, the lab is more. Concerning protest, is allowable. Will you not hear in this country where they took one bill to National Assembly that any government official or politician should not take should not send his children to school in abroad? Where is the bill now? All of them, they scrap it. So who would check who would test you? That's testing.
It would be down to us, the people who work in the ministries, departments, and agencies. Are they not Nigerians? Do they not want to have good leaders?
That drug test, you know, to see the light of the day. Who will test you?
Okay, thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Let me go now to social media. I did promise I was going to do that. Someone says, please, what's this man saying? PDP is the genesis of the problem we're facing today. They squandered Nigeria's money. Okay. This one says, let's stop deceiving ourselves. Corruption in the NPC can only be dealt with only when the president ceases to be petroleum minister, because it's only the president that has the audacity to deal with the almighty DG of the NNPC. But unfortunately, as far as you and I are talking, you can't stop the subordinates from also taking, or else the breeze will blow and expose the fowl's anus. Francis from Omole. Thank you, Francis. This one here says, where is Alaba Alakwe? I hope he's enjoying the present government. Someone here says, good afternoon. All the politicians need drug tests, and they can't present such a bill in the chamber because all of them are under the influence of it. Come on, man. You can't also say all of them. I beg to differ. You can't do that. You can't generalize. Okay? Okay, Benjamin? No. Someone here says that medical school, they will do it because they're about to increase all vehicle papers, even driver's license. Just wait. Just keep attention to what I'm telling you. They're still in their tax level. What, Austin? What does driver's license have to do with medical school? Are you joking? Did you listen? You guys make me laugh. Chris here says it's better to sell petrol to our neighboring countries than Nigeria. Petrol now in Ghana now is 14.97 cedis, more than 1,500. Seka to Togo, Cameroon, Benin Republic, Senegal, etc. If you were Dangote, who would you sell to, Nigeria or Ghana? Meanwhile, I want you to know that Aliko is a businessman and not Nigeria's president. Chris, thank you for agreeing with me, because I always say this. We'll say we need Dangote to help us. Did you vote Dangote to be a president? He's a businessman. He's like every other business person. He's like the guy that does the cars with Nords, or the innocent guy. He's a businessman. Not your president, not your governor, not your petroleum minister. He's there to make money, and money he will make. Thank you, Chris. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. Of a fact, corruption in the oil sector is the main reason why Nigeria is not prosperous. The federal government is very much aware, as everyone knows. Chima Insirilere, thank you. Charles here, Chooks from Ikorodu says, the only thing that will stop brain drain among our health workers is better conditions of service. So establishing more schools would only increase the numbers and not necessarily stop the migration for a better life. Talking about migration, I'm going to bring a doctor. I think he's a bone doctor. I'm going to look for the name in my brain. It's just not coming. Anyway, he re-migrated back into Nigeria. He was in the abroad. He has now re-jackpot back to Nigeria, and he's doing his medical practice here. He's going to come to us on Tuesday next week to talk about why he chose to move back to Nigeria and why he wants more people to move back to Nigeria. It's going to be a great conversation. Someone here says, is it possible for us to stop discussing petrol, because since people have been talking on this issue, there is no result. Dangote and NNPC are just deceiving Nigerians. Adebayo from Igbogbo. Someone here says, the issue of drug tests is a welcome development, but my reservation is who's actually supervising it. If there's serious psychiatric evaluation should be added. If you notice well, you will see a lot of people that need mental evaluation. If not, who will be looting what's not needed in his lifetime? That takes so far. That's my take so far. Okay, Merchant Man, thank you. I think you already said that on the phone. This one's from Chike in Akute. He says, Nigeria is being ruled by greedy and wicked overlords in brutal fiefdom or house. Else, can we explain Akpabio's comments that we should start? No. Again, I told you that day that video was misinterpreted. Okay. This one says, on the issue of air flight shortage, it's a clear issue of what's called Nigeria wonder. God bless our dear nation, Emeka. I'll tell you what, Emeka. If you want to fly anywhere right now, if you are in the US, you will find a flight immediately. There are flights going off every 1 to 2 hours. So even if you want to fly at night, there are flights. But we're not the US. Yes. This one says, Sanwo-Olu has founded the present universities on ground, and has he founded them and equipped them to modern standard? When I was in Laspotech in 2012, last time, we had internet for free, but now nothing like that. Even my computer science department, the governor should equip the present universities and hospitals. I beg. Tunde from Alakbere, thank you. I've got 5 minutes on the clock. I want to run through your messages. I will go to Facebook also quickly. And then if there's a lucky person, I would take that lucky call before I wrap things up here on the Big 3, 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's hard facts. All right, this one here says, good afternoon. Our leaders, I hope say no be some same sense where they go use rulers, they use crossroad. They think like those people where they sell fake charger. Someone says, you see, I remembered one of the interviews with retired Colonel Buba Marwa. He said there would be a compulsory drug test for every office holder, but today the chief priest is the leader. That is why you see them bringing up wrong policies. In fact, many of them should be your own. I'm going to Facebook Live now to read some of the messages that are coming in. Ebi Ambo here says, whether Dangote is producing enough fuel or not, what we're saying is, we cannot buy fuel at over 1,000 naira per litre in Nigeria. That is the main issue. That is what is killing the economy right now. All this talk about importation and argument or to augment Dangote, what is producing, is useless if the price of fuel does not fall below 500 naira per litre. Keme Francis here says, before NNPCL was ascribed as the 4 towers of corruption, it was due to diligent findings, and it is looking and is... Okay, I don't understand. I don't understand this message, Keme. Okwando Obinna says, most political office holders in Nigeria are entirely... Oh my goodness, you cannot make that statement online. It's unfounded. But he says their actions and conducting a drug test for them is a waste of time. Political office holders in Nigeria are very despicable and they're very guilty of many illicit acts. Okay. And Daya Dada here says, there's a saying that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse and misuse is inevitable. Check all the Lagos public hospitals from Lasut to the other. Go and see the deplorable state it is in terms of facilities. Doctors and nurses have jackpot. And this low-grade minded government is thinking of creating medical university. There's water, low-cost housing in Lagos for the common man. Public schools are a disaster, etc. All they do is to tax and breed agberos for elections. It's a shame that the worst of us are ruling the best of us. Okay. I've got 2 minutes. I can take 2 calls. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Go ahead, Obi. You have 60 seconds.
Yeah, for the mega test, that would be a miracle. People who cannot even declare.
Oh, ye of little faith. What do you mean it's going to be a miracle?
They cannot even declare their something that is part of the requirements. They can't declare their assets. If they want to do that, let me concede. They should start from the INEC, judiciary, before they get to politicians. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Obi, for calling. We appreciate it. Last caller. Hello.
Hello, baby Maria.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Godwin calling from Lapwell.
Godwin, go ahead. You have 60 seconds.
Who is going to be the chairman of the test, the drug test? Is it the top person or the lowest person that's going to do that? Is it not a melody of drama we are going to do to waste money? Except another administration and another president, not this correct sentiment of rulers. That will not work. For the construction of medical school, it's a good one. But what happened to School of Midwives, School of Nursing at Awolowo, opposite Military Hospital? What happened to the building? What happened to it? Years back, 1980 something, that school was functioning properly. Then the fourth mainland bridge being promised during the campaign, whatever the present governor. What is happening to it? Is the top mainland bridge, the fourth one, is it now on? So it is their usual tactics and decisive way.
All right. Thank you very much, Godwin, for calling. Unfortunately, I don't have too much time and I can't take any more calls, so I'm just going to read a few messages and then we go off to our next conversation, because I might be talking to the DG of the Presidential Committee or Initiative on CNG. Now, Esther Boy on Twitter here says, as long as untouchable cabals controlling the petroleum sector are hands in glove with Dangote and Ipman, Nigerians will never experience joy and peace in the petroleum sector. The so-called public office holders allegedly are the reason for proliferation of some hard substances in this country. Shame, she says. Enebeli Kingsley here says, NNPCL wouldn't tell Nigerians the quantity of fuel consumed daily because of the corruption in the oil and gas sector. And I don't get it. And the NNPC never ever allows us to interview anybody. I would really like to talk to Mr. Kyari. Tell me, how much is 2024? You still can't tell us what the general consumption is per day in this country, and we're an oil-producing country. What a joke. Well, I've got to go. Lagos, on the other side of the clock, we'll be back to talk about CNG, because if you can't buy fuel, maybe we'll convert to gas. Let's see if it will be cheaper, if they will not also bring corruption to that sector. But the questions are all going to be answered by my guest, Mr. Michael Oluwagbemi, in just a few minutes, right after the news at the top of the hour. This is still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. If after this break I have a few more minutes, I'll read some more messages, okay? Stay with us.
Get breaking news. More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment. .3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.